Hello and good morning. My name is Jeremiah Shaver and I'm a multimedia journalist with The Telegram. This morning I am broadcasting live in downtown Jackson where the 83rd annual Jackson Apple Festival is well underway. One of the things that is a part of the festival each year is the annual school parade, and we are here at the intersection of Portsmouth Street and Main Street where we are waiting for the school parade to make its way down Main Street to where we are on the parade route. If this is your first time watching, I will be calling the parade as I see it, so just stay tuned. All right, so if you're just tuning in, welcome to the 2024 Jackson Apple Festival School Parade. Today is Wednesday, September 18th. It's the second day of the Jackson Apple Festival, and we are here at the intersection of Main Street and Portsmouth Street where the annual school parade is making its way to us on the parade route. As you can see here, we have a unit from the Jackson, I believe it's Jackson Police Department, leading the school parade. And I know the chief is not in there because the chief is standing off to the side here working traffic control. So that's a unit from the Jackson Police Department making their way through. And behind them, I believe these are some of the folks from Buckeye Hills Career Center. And behind them, we have some of the Boy Scouts of America. And behind them, we have a unit from the Jackson County Sheriff's Office. There is Cardell Jones, national champions quarterback for Ohio State Buckeyes, was in the sheriff unit there. And on foot there, that is your 2024 Jackson Apple Festival Grand Marshal. That is William Bill Cole. He was selected for the honor this year. So congratulations to him. And making his way into the intersection, making his annual appearance, is the Apple Man, all suited up. Actually got my picture with Apple Man before the parade. I'll have to post that after the video here. So there he is, making his way through. Behind them, you have Jackson Mayor Randy Evans and his wife Marlena making their way through the parade here. This is the school parade. And behind them, I see Sparky the Fire Dog waving to the children. We have a unit from the Jackson Fire Department. It's a brush truck. That's 1416. And behind them is their, this is their new, it's a brush unit that they use. Just got it, I think, this year through funds through the Jackson Firefighters Association. It's got a skid unit there on the back. It's good for getting into the woods. And then behind them, I see our Jackson Apple Festival royalty. And you have, yesterday I had time, I got to spend time with them, take a tour of the festival. You have 2024 Jackson Apple Festival Queen Isabel Lunsford. You have 2024 Apple Festival First Attendant Macy Swan. And 2024 Jackson Apple Festival second attendant, Alexa Butcher, making their way through. And then coming up next will be your 2023 Little Miss Apple Festival. That's Hattie Scarberry. And she'll be joined by the top 10 finalists. And then behind them, I see the Marching Oaks. And they are leading this year because, fun fact, whoever the queen is for the Jackson Apple Festival, whatever school, that band leads out of the other bands. So there goes your Little Miss and top 10. And behind them, Marching Oaks under the direction of Bryce Warrants, making their way into the intersection. We'll listen in. There's the oak. That's Archie the Acorn. We got some seniors on foot from Oak Hill High School. So the 2024 Jackson Apple Festival queen is Isabel Lungsford, and her home school is Oak Hill High School. So that's why you got to see the marching band and all those folks make their way behind the float there. So here is McKenna Kraft. She's your 3-time female state wrestling champ. And coming up behind, there's Skater Rue from the Cavalier Roller Ring. And the first elementary school will be Southview Elementary. You can see some of the young folks on foot holding a banner as they make their way into the intersection here, and then behind got some of the younger kids riding on a float representing Southview Elementary School, and they got bubbles blowing from their float. There goes the folks from Southview. Behind them, you have the Jackson Marching Ironmen. That's Jackson High School, making their way into the intersection. We'll listen in here. Right, so that was your Marching Ironmen making their way through the school parade here at your 83rd annual Jackson Apple Festival. Coming up next, I'm guessing this is a float for the seniors. This is Jackson High School class of 2025 making their way through the intersection. There they are, just hanging out. Try to get some of them to wave with the camera. All right, making their way through the intersection here. Coming up next, I see the float for Westview Elementary School. So that's number 2 for the elementary schools. See a bunch of young kids on the float. So there's a bunch of the young kids on the floats. Some of the folks from Westview, teachers, aides. All right, and we have a little bit of a gap in the parade here, so the parade's not over. See CLA, that's Christian Life Academy. They are making their way this way. They're just now getting past the main stage down at the intersection of Broadway and Main and making their way towards the intersection down here. So they're about a half a block away, so just hold tight. Real quick plug, this video is being brought to you by Total Media. Total Media includes the Telegram, you have the radio stations, you have Main Street TV and Zip Printing. Be sure to visit thetelegramnews.com later for coverage from the 83rd Annual Jackson Apple Festival. Also, be sure to watch Main Street TV for some morning updates. And I can see your 2024 Jackson Apple Festival president, Brandon Davis, driving the tractor here for CLA, making their way through. And you can see all the students there from CLA. That's Christian Life Academy, making their way through the float. And behind them, you have the marching band from CLA. All right, coming up next in the intersection here, this is your final elementary school for Jackson City Schools. This is Northview Elementary School, and I can see Patrick Ball, husband of the principal there, Melissa Ball, driving the tractor as they make their way through the intersection here. So there they are waving. So there's Northview Elementary. And they got some in the float and some on foot here, making their way through. All right, coming up next, traveling from Wellston, you have Bundy Elementary School, making their way into the intersection. I see former Jackson County Commissioner Ed Armstrong driving the tractor there. You can see some of the folks from Bundy Elementary School making their way through the intersection. Coming up next, we have this. Oh, so this is the trailer for the Jackson High School. That's the bass fishing. They had a real good season last, or it may have been earlier this year and last year. Oh, and here's some of the folks from the bass fishing team there on the boat there, making their way through from Jackson High School. Okay, and we have another float coming up. Making their way into the intersection. And that's folks from Buckeye Community Services, Adult Day Services. Got some folks on the float, and we got some folks making their way through the intersection now as well. And we got a red shirt here, and I think this wraps up your school parade. I see that's Chris O'Boyle bringing up the rear. Chris says that's it. He says that's a wrap. So that's your 2024 Jackson Apple Festival School Parade down here in the city of Jackson. This is the second day of the festival. The festival will run through Saturday. So be sure to make your way out to the festival, and we'll go ahead and sign off. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I have plans to live stream the opening parade tonight. Opening parade is always a little bit longer than the school parade. School parade's usually mainly just all the local schools here in Jackson County. That's your Jackson City Schools, Oak Hill, Union Local Schools, and the Wellston City Schools. And then you have a few other local units thrown in there as well. So hope you guys Hope you guys have enjoyed that live coverage of the school parade, and don't forget to pop back by tonight. We will do the opening parade tonight. I believe that steps off at 7:45. So we'll go ahead and sign off. Reporting for The Telegram on theteleGramNews.com, I'm Jeremiah Shaver.